what is going on? Oh my goodness gracious. We are back again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an OSIRIS League betting session. Real quick, some catching up on the jumper account while we wait for the new KVK. We still got all of our dailies still to do tonight. Oh my goodness, we're an hour away from well, potentially new KVK. We don't know anything whatsoever about whether there is a pre-KVK or not. Potentially there might be a pre-KVK, there might not be a pre-KVK. We don't know anything. We don't know who our opposition is. We don't know anything. In 50 some minutes we'll know. Today we streamed like nuts though. What's up, AF? How's it going? Today we streamed like crazy. Hey, Misty and Baron and Christopher, you got drunk after a while. That's nice. ESS, what's up, dude? Haiku, no Among Us today. We got OSIRIS League casts later today, and a lot of work to come up to bring up the content for next week. We got a bunch of KVK footage still to go through, a bunch of this stuff to do. Let's get on with a little bit of music, get things going. We don't have that much time, chat. We have less than 55 minutes, or 54 minutes to do our bets. And do our dailies and all that shot. Oh my goodness. Dechi with a $20 super chat goes insta shot for the boys. The bottle's not here. I'm down for one more before sleep. Let me go get the bottle real quick. Let me set up the music for you guys and I'll go get the bottle, and we'll take maybe one or two shots before we go to sleep. Man, we streamed 6 hours. 6 hours of Among Us today with the members. Thank you very much, Dechi. That's really kind of you. With the members and some viewers, it was an awesome time. I got a good W towards the end, which was really all I needed. It was oh, your ears are about to blow up if I don't stop it. Yes, I did in time. Nice. So yeah, it was a really fun time. I was not planning to stream for 6 hours, but it was just so much fun that we just kept going with it over and over. What match am I planning to stream? We'll talk about that too. We'll go over those as well. Let me just go get the bottle real quick. We got the shot glass from the earlier stream. Tiny Rick also had an Insta one in there. We took care of that. I mean, we ain't scared, chat. We ain't scared of a couple of shots. Although, I do need to sleep properly tonight because I am beyond absolutely exhausted. Like, I am pretty dead. But a little bit of whiskey will not harm our sleep, right? That way, server reset. Yeah, is it good that the clock changed today? It literally just did, like 8 minutes ago. So now server reset is at 2 a.m., not 3. I used to stay up till 3, and now I can stay up until 2 and do things and potentially even make content of stuff that comes out in server reset. If we do like an hour stream between 1:30 and 2:30, we can get some of that done. Alcohol helps with sleep. Oh yeah, it also helps with the dehydration and headache afterwards. But it's okay. We got ourselves some hydrating drinks. We got a Gatorade in here that we're gonna take some sips on and figure things out from there. The water of life. Oh, I wouldn't call it water, and I wouldn't call it of life. It's the water of death. But y'all keep bringing it up, and so I mean I can't say no to Dechi. Ooh! Ugh. What did I eat? I ate they're not bell peppers. I don't know what they're called. They're like peppers, and they're filled with rice. My grandma made them. They're amazing. They have rice, they have beef, and they're all in like this big red pepper, and it cooks within the pepper, and it's just so amazing. I heated up 3 of them and just went to town at them. Right, and then I had to take a quick shower, lay down for a bit. My back was kind of going, ugh. That reaction, yeah. They love the reaction. They love the reaction. That's what Dechi is here for. Dechi drops a bomb on us, a 20 bomb on us, goes, can we get a quick insta shot? And we usually don't do those insta shots. We tend to go with the whatchamacallit, with the gold keys. But And we're not going to open gold keys tonight, so we might as well. It's not daylight wasting time yet here in the United States. No, for you it's in a week, right? Or something like that. Yeah, yes, that's exactly. My grandma made them and they're well, technically speaking, my dad made them because my grandma broke her hand like 3 days ago. That's why I went to visit her this weekend. I'll probably go visit her again next weekend. And she wanted to make food for it's stuffed peppers. And she wanted to make food for me to take home because that's what she does. And so what ended up happening is like my dad cooked while she looked. Late nightcap. What's up, Gecko? Hey, Goku. How's it going? Yeah, new KVK is starting up. I did Among Us for like 6 hours during our regular stream time, which wasn't the plan. I was going to do like an hour or 2.5 hours of Among Us, and we did 6 straight hours with viewers and members. It was unbelievably fun. Winning. Bam! Look at that. I need helmets, though. I don't need these as much, but hey, we take them, boys. That's 10% of an epic chest piece. Either you're late or I am. Kind of both. We streamed Among Us earlier. That sounds so good. It is really good. Bets done? No. We're going for bets right now. I just need to get a couple of things done because the bets, if we don't get the bets done, they're not going to get done at all, right? That's what we need. That's what we need. Yes, sir. So 4 epics out of 8. And I don't care winning or losing, going up in ranks, down in ranks. I really couldn't care less. I really, really couldn't care less. Good. What's happening with KVK? We'll find out in 48 minutes at server reset. All right, folks, let's do our bets because we have to. We have to get them done right now. 96 versus 411S, in my opinion, a big boy skip. If I'm not mistaken, 96 are out of it. Yeah, they've lost both their matches. They're fairly done. They've lost 3. Oh well, but they won this match and then they lost the last 2 matches, so they're fairly done in this OSIRIS League season. You know what? Let's go break down the qualifiers real quick so we can actually properly figure it out and not make mistakes along the way. Was it qualifiers that we wanted? No, we needed schedule. Qualifiers was the past. I still owe a bunch of keys which will open this Wednesday, I guess. They were supposed to be tonight, but that clearly didn't happen. So in Group A, 1 AVG versus 1 AVG versus 92 SK. Whoever wins moves on. Boobs are pretty much in, and TOA are pretty much out. In the OV versus JST, the same thing goes for JST versus OV. This is another do or die match. This is Group A, and that is Group B. In Group C is already locked in. JWM will JWM will take it. It will go forward, and so will Raise. The real question is who will win out of these two to take first place versus second place, and we'll talk about how that works out. Okay, so let's really quickly set the stage up for a 1008 AVG or 92 SK. That's essentially first and second place. Could be either or. In here it could be K374 JST or OV. They can flip positions. In here JWM or Raise will end up first, second. In BBTH and the Rose versus Navi department, this is going to be an insane match. Whoever wins it essentially moves on. So this is A, B, C. In the D department, we have BBTH and then Rose Navi, who can still take, by the way, first place out of BBTH in theory. 411K against SNO are going to just duke it out. In E, it's 411K or SNO for first and second. In terms of Group F, it looks like UCS. If UCS lose to PTOL and 411S win against 96, there could be a situation in which, in theory, UCS get knocked down. The thing about UCS is that they won a massive victory in their last game. A huge victory. So the likelihood of them being dropped out of here, because when there's 2-2-2 scenario, It's about the difference in points. Whoever had the most difference in points won by the biggest margins will advance. So the likelihood of Group F not being UCS is very, very small. And if PTOL win and somehow 411S lose or win in that matter, so it would be UCS, 411S, or PTOL for first and second. Group G, we're pretty much set for C9N, or LIIG. And in Group H, the theory says that HKL could lose and against SX54, who are completely out of the competition. And 341 versus TN will have to decide essentially among them who makes it out of here into the playoffs. So HKL is already there, and the question is between 1341 or TN. Okay, why am I telling you this is important? Because we need to go take a quick peek at the next stage, at the knockout stage. Okay, and based on what we're seeing here, this bracket is going to go as followed: either 1008 or 1AVG/92SK, and they are going to go up against either 341 or TN up here. Of course, there could be a situation where HKL somehow ends up in here. I highly doubt this will happen. So this could, for 1008 or 1AVG, this is actually they have to end up in first place. If 108, 1AVG, or 92SK end up in first, that means they take this side of the bracket compared to that side of the bracket, and this side of the bracket is very deadly. So obviously 108 are going to look to win, and then 1AVG versus 92SK are going to duke it out for going up against number 1 in H team, which is HKL at this point. Okay, when we go take a look at the next thing in here, B1 against G2 is going to be K374, JST, or OV, and they're going to go up against C9N or LIIG. So C9N or LIIG could literally either one win to essentially either one throw the match, really, to try to end up here. That, I mean, they obviously won't make it as blunt and clear as a lot of other throws we've seen in the past, but I wouldn't be surprised in any shape or form if the substitutes come into the field, if both teams try to play a weaker way of them playing so that they can end up in first place and avoid the avoid the madness that is going to be that side. In this side, we're talking about either JWM up here or Rays up here. For JWM, it's essentially a very, very important win. If JWM win, they guarantee themselves a spot on this side. And this side could essentially mean that they can progress on, as they would in theory. They could go up against UCS in here. They could go up against PTOL or against 411S, which would be interesting. That could be very, very good to see. JWM versus 411S or PTOL. UCS will probably end up in first place, which would mean they are going to go in here, and they're going to go up against either Rays or JWM. So if JWM want to do a UCS versus JWM thing, they could potentially throw the match in theory, and that's that. Or not. Chat is dead. Yeah, we're streaming much later than I usually do. My American crowd is not as big in terms of live streams, at least. So yeah. So what else we have? Who else we're looking at? Group D versus E. It's either BBTH/Rose or Navi. And on this side, it's 411K or SNO. Either team that loses tomorrow's match will end up here. So there could be a hypothetical where JWM versus 411K happens in the quarterfinals, which would be highly nuts. A quarterfinals between JWM and 411K. That could be a thing. Okay. So, and on this side, on the other hand, of course, we have a G1 against B2, which would be C9N versus OV potentially. It's not BBTH. It's because we're paying attention. Oh, that makes sense. That works too. It's not BBTH. What do you mean it's not BBTH? Where? Why? BBTH are Group D. But there could be a situation where they end up not in here. It could not end up here, which would be nuts. By the way, this could be a BBTH against 411k. Depending on how crazy this goes, this right here could be, well, you're not seeing it. Well, that right there could be a BBTH against 411k, and whoever wins goes up against potentially JWM. So on the one side, this bracket looks really deadly with HKL on this side, UCS on this side, and potentially also 411k on this side if they end up here. It's all a matter of who ends up first and second. The bracket at this stage, if everybody plays to their top, this side is going to be a lot stronger than the other side. But if people want to try to challenge other teams, I would not say this is a place where everybody is looking to take a W. There could be teams looking to take an L in order to end up in a better placement. So, for future plays, right? 96 is out of it. 96 is done. 411S, I don't think they'd lose this match. They definitely don't want to lose this match. But this is for Group F, essentially. They really need to win this match, and they really need PTAL to lose. That'll guarantee them a spot. So they're going to go all out to ensure their position at least into the later playoffs. Hey, Rex. It's not BBTH. What do you mean? It's not BBTH. Why? But this I would completely skip. MCO against 374. The thing about MCO is that they're pretty much out. MCO have lost both of their matches, so they're done. Okay, and they're at 399 Kingdom. They're from Kingdom 399. They could put a wrench into 374. 374 is SFS, who beat OV, yes, last week in a crazy turn of events. And they could go against MCO as well. And boy, oh boy, this will be trouble for OV, because these guys are looking to take first place. I'd skip this match too. There's nothing for MCO to fight for. 1AVG against 92S. 92SK is a tough match, because these guys are essentially, this is a playoff placement. It's Mad Phantom and company against the folks of 92SK. Now, 1AVG did lose to 108, but they lost by a very narrow margin, and they had a great victory on this side. I honestly don't see a place where 92SK come out of this alive. 1AVG are poised to make it to the top 16. I'd completely skip this, honestly. I'll tell you what, though. C9N against LIIG interests me a little bit, because these guys are fighting for first and second place, essentially. And so both teams are really capable. I would definitely say that LIIG is worth a slight bet at a 1.5 return. We might put a little bit of coins on LIIG. I don't tend to bet against Send, but knowing the brains behind C9N, I'm not saying they're throwing Alliance, okay? But I can see them taking an L in order to secure a later position. Hedge better on underdogs and pray for luck. That makes, I mean, that we're betting on underdogs, but we're not gonna pray for luck. So I think we're gonna put 1K on LIIG, and that is primarily because I have a slight feeling that, you know, for C9N it could be better to lose this match potentially. So I went 1K on LIIG with a 1.5 return. I'm happy about that. There are matches that are kind of meaningless. Both OUO and TZA lost their matches. This is essentially a throwaway match for either. OUO could, in theory, drop this. It does. Nobody has anything to fight for at this stage. I don't tend to bet on these things because you never know who will show up. A hypothetical situation is that neither team show up at all, right? Like, why? They're coming in to get 10,000 points for the sculptures, and that's about it. One last time, 10 sculptures. That's what they're fighting for, essentially. So I'm skipping this altogether. Rose versus Na'Vi is a really interesting one. It's a really interesting one, because they're fighting for a placement. Now, Na'Vi, I really didn't want to get into this too much, because I don't like to do this, but a couple of the other content creators kind of mentioned it to an extent, and so I guess the cat's out of the bag. Navi have been trying to steer clear of the spotlight for quite some time. It's not only in casts, but it's also in terms of how Kingdom 561 is ran and all that. They just want to do their own thing, which I find completely acceptable. And I think that there is something in Navi that we haven't seen yet. And Rose have won 2 matches in a fairly significant manner. Navi lost to BBTH by a huge margin, by a bigger margin than Rose did. And honestly, I do see Rose coming out of this. I do see Rose coming out of this ahead. I'm not going to get on an overdog play because it just makes no sense. Eve versus BBTH is a hilarious one because this is 399 against 399, where one of the 399s is out while the other 399 is fighting for first place. In theory, Eve are coming in for 10 sculptures. That's about it. In theory, it's 10 sculptures. By the way, if you're going to drop coins on Navi, it's not a bad bet. There is a good chance for Navi to make a good comeback. Nothing wrong with keeping a low profile. I don't think there's something wrong with it at all. It's just that, how would you say it? If every team could choose not to get casted at all in OSIRIS League, all of them would choose not to, so that they can keep their own secrets to themselves, right? And so that can cause an issue in the future where, like, oh, we don't want to get casted. It's one of those things where I don't think that'll fly ever again. And as far as I'm concerned, it's like the match is open to be viewed by anyone, right? So you can try to keep a secret per se, but at the end of the day, I've already seen tape of Navi playing because people come into the match and record it, right? So it's not really a way to stay secret if, you know, everybody can get into the match and watch it. 200 people, all you need is one person taking a video, right? Eve versus BBTH, massive skip unless BBTH really don't want to end up first. I don't see a reason they would throw for Eve. It would be a little bit too much. 10-1 return. Skip. UCS versus PTAL is a strange one because UCS actually are insanely strong, and PTAL also have potential in here. Believe it or not, PTAL have been playing really well. And this is essentially these guys and 411S are fighting for first and second. If PTAL win this, there is a place for them in the playoffs, potentially, even if 411S win their match. So for PTAL, this is an all-in. For UCS, this is not necessarily an all-in. I don't think that UCS will lose this, but on the off chance that for some weird reason they decide to lose this, or just PTAL just come out swinging so well that they overtake UCS, this is worth a slight bet. There's a 10-1 return. I'm betting from a K2 account, right? I'm aware of the fact that I'm about to lose 100 Oryx. I'm completely aware of the fact that I'm about to lose 100 Oryx. I honestly, solemnly think that UCS are gonna win this, but at a 10-1 where PTAL have a lot more to gain out of a win than UCS does, it's just worth a slight little 100 Oryx down the drain. I honestly don't think that UCS will lose. Absolutely don't think UCS will lose. But on that slight chance they will, a little bit, you bet all on HKL. I mean, you're gonna get 2 coins for 1,000 coins, so it's really pointless. OV versus JST is another one of those, right? Because JST are X495K. They lost to SFS by a slight margin, by a smaller margin than OV did. You can see OV lost by a bigger margin in here. So 495K have a lot to prove. OV are fighting for a place in the playoffs. If OV lose, they're out, and that would be the first time from being OSIRIS League Season 1 winners all the way down to losing in top 32. Now, I honestly don't think OV are going to drop the ball here. But this is another one of those bets where at almost a 2-1, I'm willing to put some Oryx down on JST just because I can see a world where this happens. It's a very slight world. Very slight world, but I can see it happen. Okay. So for the folks of 49F, the journey has ended. And so has the journey ended for the Titans in the playoffs. They got a very, very strong team in here. Neither of them have anything to win out of winning or to lose out of losing. You could go up against, say, you know, Titans are underdogs and they could come out swinging. There's a big power differential between the two. As you can see, zero interest. It means zero interest, actual interest, but also zero interest in terms of being interested in this match, maybe. I don't know. I don't see a potential. I see that Titans can win this. I can see 49F coming into this. I don't think either team will really play to that big of an extent on this match right here. 341 against TN is actually a really, really interesting match. Because it's a 401 team. It's a 401 team going up against the squad. Now, the squad, for better or worse, they have... This is what they're here for. They lost to HKL, which... Okay, that's nothing to be ashamed of to lose to HKL. And they're playing essentially for potentially making it out into the playoffs. So whoever wins this goes to the playoffs. This is all in right here, right now. I don't think the squad is going to lose this. There's a 3-1 return in here. If you're looking for another place to drop like 200 Oryx just for the S's and G's, TN would be the place. I've already put all my S's and G's. S's and G's, by the way, is S for the S word and giggles. S's and G's. Those who don't know what that means, I don't know. People don't know what that means. So yeah, TN could be a nice little troll potential 3-1 return. Could be. It actually could be. You never know. You actually never know in here. I'm skipping this. HL against SX54. I'm not betting on this. I mean, listen. There is... You're going for 1.5 on every 51. If you bet 510 coins, you're gonna get 15 coins out of it. What? Where's the sense in that? Yeah, sure, HKL are probably not gonna drop this. 99.999% of chances they're not gonna drop this. But why would you put 10k coins on something that'll give you 200 back, right? It just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. Haiku, I wouldn't have bet on HKL everything. It just, I don't know. It makes no sense. Do I have they trust me when I tell you those Dragon Lancers come in handy. I max betted on HKL. I don't know, man. It's just the amount you're gonna get for the amount of risk you're taking is just, in my opinion, it's a waste of health as well. Not only of a bet, it's just a waste of your health. It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. It's just you're gonna look for a W in something that is gonna give you almost nothing in return. Didn't do the math? No. Well, I'm pretty sure that the blue thing all the way to here could kind of give you the same message. Raise and JWM is actually a very interesting one. You have a 23, almost 24-1 return if Raise win. JWM will not drop a match in terms of actually wanting to drop a match. I don't believe that's in JWM's blood to do so. But Raise want to try to get up top to not have to face the group of death potentially. So both these teams are going to go ham. Now, would I bet against JWM? Not unless it's the finals. Bazinga. I'm kidding. Don't zero me, please. Does Raise have a shot? They do. They definitely have a shot. They absolutely have a shot. A small one, probably like a 0.0005%, but a small one. If you're looking to gamble a little bit, 100 coins on Raise would probably not be the craziest bet on earth, but you're probably going to lose 50 coins. On the other hand, if you win it, that's 2,200. Have I been eating okay? I have. I have been eating okay. I've also been hydrating as much as I can, and occasionally some Gatorade to help the electrolytes a little bit. I'm skipping this. I'm skipping that. I mean, there's a 61 return in here. SNO and 411K are essentially fighting who's first, who's second to end up in each side of the bracket. Skip. MTO against TTF. Both these teams are out. They got nothing to play for. It's like I don't bet on these kinds of matches because they just make absolutely no sense. It's nothing else. There's no way for you to know who's gonna. There's no way for you to know if MTO are better than TTF or not, because neither will potentially come into this match wanting to play at their best, right? They're out. They're essentially going for 100k for 10,000 coins for 10 sculptures. That's all they have to look forward for. And yes, OSIRIS coins. So for these right here. So they want to get a little bit more of these. I'm kind of bummed on this account. I didn't get more of these. I might go sit in UCS tomorrow, see if I can catch some coins, because I really want to. I really want to get this, and I really want to get some of these. But we are not in a team that gets these anymore, so we might go legendary sculptures, and that's that. But I love cosmetics. It really bums me out that I'm not gonna be able to get this, or I can get this in one of these, and that's that, right? So we'll see what happens. Oh, how much time we have left? Because we got to go on the big account and do this too real quick. We got to go on the big account and do this too. Bets. By the way, same goes for 1008 and TOA. TOA are out. TOA are done. 1008 are essentially playing for the fun of it at this stage. Sibo is going to do everything within his power to, you know, continually improve his team. So this is a great match for them to keep giving it all. TOA are just essentially about to get to say goodbye to OSIRIS League. They were the ones who knocked BNW out of the playoffs, which was a bit sad for us. I'm skipping all of these matches. My 3 matches that I put some Oryx in are this. I'm kind of playing on a more conservative route because I want to have Oryx for the playoffs. The playoffs is where there's going to be a lot of upsets, and I don't want to have like what happened to me a couple seasons ago or last season, where by the time I got to the playoffs and had some upsets, I ran out of coins, essentially, out of Oryx. So these are my bets for this time. I don't really see a reason to put all the marbles on anything special. And honestly, I'm just trying to get to 20... I think it's 21,500 to get the golden statue, all the leggies. We already picked these up. We want to get these, and we want to get... We want to get these, this, and that. And then everything after that is bonus. So we go with speed ups, and then gold keys. Actually, these are not that terrible now that you can exchange them. So, yeah. Let's get the same kind of bets going on. You know, funny story. Remember last time that I bet accidentally on one account? I think it was on the big account. I bet on one side, and on the... Oh, am I on the jumper here? No. Remember on the big account, I bet on one team, and on the jumper, I bet on the other team of the same match by mistake? Well, the jumper won. The big account won, which was kind of hilarious. Let me put some bets on the phone really quickly. We said LIIG. We gonna drop 1K on LIIG. PTOL, we're gonna sprinkle some PTOL love right here. 200. There you go. I almost put 5,000 by mistake. That could have been really feels bad, man. Sad moment kind of thing. In JST, we can drop a 500 on them too. Perfect. So the big account is like a little bit ahead by like 700 coins on betting. All right, now let's get finished with our dailies really quickly because we got to get 100 activity points really fast. We got we got a big part of them done. We got to go defeat Barbs real quick, get building, use our boosts. So let's get cranking. First of all, let's bring the marches out and go march towards a barb. While we do that, we can crank out some boosts, get our build a floor, a path real quick, heal 50 troops, and we will easily make it to 100. I usually just sit there and like one sitting and really quickly get it done, get the 100 points, activity points out of the way. Where is the nearest Barbariana? Here you are. I'll take a level 20, I guess. You all come this way. In the meantime, while y'all are marching, I'm gonna drop a road. I'm gonna go in here. We're gonna... One of these. I'm gonna go here. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're gonna go here. Catch this. Come on, baby. What do free-to-play players should spend gems on after VIP 14 and Max Castle? Wheels. wheels. In theory, you're gonna need well, your max castle. You also have all the blueprints you need then you need to make sure you have all the blueprints, master blueprint thingies to get your academy to 25, because castle 25 is not enough. You got to get a bunch of other buildings that need to get to 25, so make sure you have the master blueprints. And then it's up to you. You can go for commanders, you can go for VIP, and in VIP go for materials for equipment. Although equipment as a free-to-play player is going to be a bit tough, but you can get 15 every single week. This is 9,000 gems. It is very, very, very doable. I buy every single week these, and I buy every single week these. And I think they're very recommended, even as a free-to-play player. If you grind the gem gathering, 9,000 a week can be a really, really doable thing. I know someone who gathers that every single week and does this. It's a free-to-play player. He actually gathers a lot more, and he gets these or the archer or the Cavs one every single week. But he is really a psycho when it comes to gem gathering, an actual psycho. Materials and the fragments in the VIP shop, I agree. You can go for wheels if you're looking for commanders, but then again, you're gonna get stuck with spending a lot of those gems on commanders, which you'll then have to it's expertise with time. So sometimes that investment of gems is gonna take a while until it pays off. Materials and fragments are a quicker payoff, and they will do just as good to your account. So it's really up to how you feel about your lineup of commanders. If you feel like you have a decent lineup of commanders where you can do some solid work, and now it's time to upgrade them a little bit, you can take a break from commanders and build up your legendary commander sculptures while doing materials and equipment. And when the right commanders come into play again, and you want to, and that fit into your account, you can then go into getting those. Materials and fragments will be useful forever. Once you have them, you're upgrading any commander, right? And so it's the best long-term investment in the game by far is equipment. So should free-to-play look at crafting a legendary accessory or something? I don't think you should. I think that you should first get to a point where you have a full epic equipment before you go into the legendary side pieces. They're all bonuses. In general, legendary equipment is all bonus. It should be there. You should be focusing on legendary equipment once you have the epic equipment, or you're getting enough materials that you can allow yourself to skip the epics to go for the legendaries. Most free-to-play players, or most players for that matter, don't have that ability to hop between like nothing to legendary. You can be someone like Governor, who I have no doubt in my mind did not first craft stupid amounts of epics and then made his legendaries. I'm fairly confident that the man just got a boatload of equipment keys, and then just got legendary materials and equipments and just straight up went for the legendary stuff. I doubt that he did an epic set first. And even a player like Governor, as you can see, has epic accessories that are special talented. So accessories, legendary accessories, I don't think they're that good. He does have a coin that is special talented, which is nuts. This guy's equipment is legit insane. I have seen someone similar to him. I've definitely seen someone similar to him, but yeah, this man's a beast. This man's a complete beast. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 legendary pieces of equipment. Oh my lordy. I got Alex, YSG, Guan, 5523, Martel. I got Max, Alex, YSG, Guan, 5523, Martel, 5111, Richard. I have one good epic set, and the rest are blue sets. Start working on your epic sets. Get one more good epic set, and then you should be really solid, because you can choose. I would not go for the same type of troops. If you have Alex and Guan, I'm guessing you're playing infantry more than anything else. I would consider potentially diversifying your equipment. If you want to do 2 epic infantry equipment sets, that's reasonable too. But I don't know. I like the idea of diversifying your equipment just in case you decide to take a different route with your account later on. You can quite frankly go for another epic set while on the side getting more legendary equipment, legendary blueprints to start one day making legendary stuff. He has 28 or 29 legendaries. I don't know if he does. He could, Luca. I've not had the opportunity to even have a conversation with Governor yet. He was an enemy in last KVK in 541 when we were in 541, and I've not had a chance to talk to him yet. No, we lost a wood chest. F's in the chat, boys. I don't have any cabs or except. Okay, well then go infantry. You can probably get a second set and try to special talent a piece of equipment or two, or even more than that. Realistically, again, equipment will always be good. Equipment will always serve you well. And the beauty is that you don't have to tie it to a commander. You're tying it to a special talent if you crit it. But other than that, like, equipment will always and forever be good for you. He was on our team in 541? I don't think he was. I don't remember. You guys saw K2 Chiskel building up? K2 Chiskel's building up, boys. How far is he? He's 300k last I looked. 510. K2 Chiskel. Building up his city. I don't know if he's City Hall 16 yet or not. I've not even seen him on the map yet. So I have no clue where he's at. So we can go poke him and see how he's doing. I saw that Shinchi is making a tier 4, trying to make a tier 4 support, where how did he call it? A dirty support that just dumps his troops and doesn't care if they die or don't, which I found hilarious. I understood what he said in the meaning. He meant dirty in the sense of not really caring if his troops will die or not. He's just building up a T4 account. Sent Chiskel some resources. I'm fairly sure Chiskel got buffed up with resources. I'm fairly confident he got pumped up with resources. Here's our friend Homicide, though. I see Homicide is not active anymore, which is quite sad. Quite sad indeed. He's in Kingdom 14, yeah, with Pedro. He's with Pedro. He's with Fat Pedro. A very cool kingdom, Kingdom 14. Yeah, and now we kind of wait. We have 12 minutes until server resets. When server resets, it's go time for the new KVK. Lord knows what'll happen. Lord knows what'll happen. We might just have Marauders. And that's the end of that. That could literally be a thing. We could actually get just Marauders. And that's it. Which, I mean, I guess. Oh, Shinchi's still streaming. Nice. What else do we have to do? Are we producing? No, we're not. Chat. Oh my lord. Well, Kingdom 59 have the KVK soon, and we have no idea. We have no idea. We don't know when the new KVK starts everywhere else. Is Leo 5511 equals Sun Tzu? Usually the rule of thumb is 552 is where you start being better than an epic. But Leo's at 551 is very capable. Yo, Gecko, you think it's wise to skip KVK 1 and jump to a better kingdom? My kingdom is locked right now. They don't want to fight and do anything because we lack the whales. I don't think you should jump away, because you got to remember that at the end of the day, this game has a timeline, right? So if you're going to skip to a different kingdom right now and skip KVK 1 altogether and go to a kingdom that's past KVK 1, you might miss some potential commanders in terms of wheels and mightiest governors and whatnot. If you can line it up so that, for example, you jump into a kingdom that has its final wheel and its final mightiest governor, or its final wheel and 2 mightiest governors of said commanders, then you can still get them. Then you should be okay. You should be okay at jumping. But just be careful that you don't want to jump and miss opportunities on commanders. That's the biggest problem. How I become a member in the Discord channel. So, Anarchist, go onto your Discord, and in Discord, what you do is you click on your user settings, which is the cogwheel with the user settings essentially. You have a tab that is called Connections, and in there you have you connect a YouTube channel. Make sure you connect your YouTube channel to your Discord account, and within 1 hour of you doing that, you will be in the members chat. You'll find the members chat. Well, I don't have Discord open on the computer because thankfully I didn't stream immediately when I wanted to stream, because when I was taking a break, we had a power outage, and I was like, oh, thank God. If I was streaming and we get a power outage, I would be pissed. I would be utterly pissed because it's just a pain in the butt. Let's see. You will find the members exclusive room under the premium section. It'll take you a little bit. It takes an hour max until Discord and YouTube sync, and then you get access essentially. And as long as you're a member Anarchist, you'll have access to the Discord as a YouTube member. I'm planning to jump. Just make sure that Christian, make sure that the timings of the commanders make sense. It might make sense to you for you to wait until the last week of your KVK and then jump into a kingdom that is 3 weeks after their first KVK, because that way the commanders line up in a way that you can get them. You won't skip essentially any commander. Skipping commanders is really rough because you're missing on opportunities, and you're most likely going to miss out on Alexander and Constantine, if I'm not mistaken. And Alexander is a very, very, very good wheel to spin. What exclusive stuff members get access to? So there's a members exclusive Discord chat. I tend to, anytime I get some sort of like information, Matt, you are a member. You are already a member. You've joined. You have the GG next to your name. You have pretty much to do the same. Connect your YouTube and your Discord accounts, and that's it, and you'll be there. As an exclusive, first and foremost, if I get any information, I always give it to the members a little bit ahead of time. More often than not, a couple of days ahead of time, if not like a few hours before a video releases, I let them know of a few extra pieces of information. When they have doubts about things that like we need to ask Lilith for mechanics and things like that, I get the questions from my members and pass them on at a you're trolling. I'm sorry, Matt. It's 2 a.m. I don't know what trolling is anymore. I essentially, I'm a kind of a liaison between my members and Lilith to ask questions of mechanics and things like that. Members also we do occasional voice chats and private screenings where we do like wheels. We've done Garden of Infinity a couple of times. We've done a lot of things that were special for the members. Members get priority on Among Us lobbies when we play Among Us. If you're a member, you instantly you don't need to wait for a spot unless there are 9 members in there, and then we'll figure that out once we get there. And yeah, you get a cool GG, and I keep working on more and more perks. You can get a 10% discount on the merch. You just gotta let me know you want it, and I give you a code as long as you're a member. If you want to get some sweet Gecko Gaming merch, I'm telling you, this is one of the most comfy hoodies on earth. Link in the description down below. You can always get yourself a Gecko Gaming mug too, which we usually drink beer out of more than coffee. Attila Takeda or Guan Alex for better open field. Attila Takeda on the open field will do stupid amounts of damage. Guan and Alex tend to hold a little bit better on KV on certain scenarios. I don't think you'll go wrong with either. It's just a matter of whether or not you're a cav or an infantry player, or you're a rally leader or not. Guan Alex is a great rally for either, right? So Guan Alex as well as Attila Takeda are great rallies, and they're also insanely good on the field. It's all a matter of specialization. I honestly think that Attila Takeda are just the damage dealing machines like nobody's business. I thought you were going live in an hour. No. Missed the whole stream? Nah, you missed 53 minutes so far. The thing about Attila Takeda is that they do a lot more severely damaged, severely wounded than Guan and Alex would. So if you're looking to do more severely wounded, you can probably go with Attila Takeda. The fact that they're cows means they move quicker. They're also insane rally leaders. If you can go with both and do just as good. Takeda is still the best rally even with Zenobia out. Granted that Cheese might not be as good in KVK rallies. I think Takeda will never ever be taken out of the equation, because there is no rally on earth that can hit a building with the guarantee that if you swarm it you'll get wrecked kind of thing. Every other rally pair is easily swarmable and more than likely capable of being taken out for damage, but not as big of a damage. Attila Takeda they just punish in such a severe way that there's just absolutely nothing Rise of Kingdoms can do to make Attila Takeda go away. The amount of punishment they deliver through severely wounded is actually just crazy, and there's absolutely nothing that can be done about it. 4 minutes to get 120,000 power. What do we upgrade? Take the resources. I will take the resources. Can I do this? 108. That's freaking BS. What about you? I almost clicked that. That would have been so sad. That would have been so sad. Chat, that scared the life out of me. That scared the life out of me. I almost clicked that. That would have been 21,000 gems on a siege research. I would have cried. I would have legit cried. So I could go for this. Yeah. I noticed it too late, unfortunately. In the 4 minutes, there's not enough time to spam troops. I bet 3K against JWM. For AO, convince everyone to throw, and I'll send you 100 million gold. I'm not. You can send me 1 billion gold. I would not tell them to throw. You can send hundreds of billions of gold, and I don't think they'd throw. Second stream, Savit. Second stream. We've been live for like 56 minutes. We're essentially waiting in 3 minutes. Server resets, and then something happens. Lord knows what happens, but something will happen. We might as well train a little bit of you guys too. You don't really need sieges. I've accidentally done that. Oh, hell no. That's just like $100 worth of gems out the window. Anything about the new KVK? We'll know in 3 minutes. We'll know in 2 minutes who our opponents are, which is sick. We don't know who our opponents are yet, and we'll know what happens. I'm very excited. Me too. I honestly hope the map opens there and there's no pre-KVK. If the map opens and there's no pre-KVK, I'm going to be super sad because I'm going to stay here for another hour to stream it, and I will be tired as all hell tomorrow. But I would honestly be super pumped to just get on the field and see what the heck is going on. Now, all good, Juan. All's good. Not a bad question. It's okay. Should I get all the resource buildings to level 25 after City Hall 25 for more resources? Kakashi, if you have the gems to get master blueprints, then it's worth it long term. I'm the worst person to tell you whether you should or you shouldn't do it, because on my big account, the gold mines are still not level 25. I did level up the rest of the buildings to 25, but for over a year, I didn't have them like that. So there's no way for 75 to be in this haiku. No way for 75 are not in the 20 kingdoms fighting in this KVK early on. Choosing Byzantium after stage of training troops in first KVK over Germany, it would be a bad idea since I'm going for more health defense cav build. I think so. Germany is definitely where you want to be for cavs. Content all day if no pre-KVK. Oh my lordy. Can you imagine? Chat, we've streamed a total of 7 hours today. Allies, we have no clue. We're about to find out. I'm doing good. I'm taking care of myself, yeah. I felt a little iffy today, so I'm trying to take things slow, and I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow to go over my blood tests, and hopefully everything is good. And from there, we'll see. Y is... Oh, It happened, chat. It happened. Wah. Oh my lordy. Wah, wah, wah. Well, pre-KVK is here. Unfortunately. RIP. Pre-KVK is here, chat. No fun for us today. I'm not doing pre-KVK. I actually just spent all my AP hunting barbs. Didn't even think about it. Yeah, I know. We gotta reset the game. Hello, how's it going? Hey, Avatar The Last Airbender. I'm doing good. How about you? Hello. 75 against 59 in KVK. I feel like coming soon. Who knows? Why aren't they doing KVK? Because this is the first 20 kingdoms who are the first ones to get the new KVK. First and foremost, do we get anything good? No more than gems? No? Okay, cool. I can spend my gems. What we got here? That's nice. Byzantium is... It's not that bad, Bruno. It's just Germany will do better for you long term. I hate pre-KVK. I do too. It's just the most useless event ever. It's a waste of AP. 3% attack means nothing. Nobody's won or lost because of 3% attack. Oh my goodness gracious. Nice, Lilith. Nice, Lilith. Very nice. Very nice. Let's really quickly see if I see it the same way on the phone. Let me get on the phone real quick and see if it's bugged there too. Are they like trying to make us hide? Are they trying to make it so that the opponents of this KVK are hidden? Waste of AP? I think so. I think so. You're paying 210 AP for one reward, one chest, which will give you a good set of all sorts of things. But I think that if you're someone who's looking for better, like proper returns on your investment, obviously, if you have a boatload of AP, go wild. If you don't have, you thought Marauders was the best way to spend AP. I personally don't like Marauders. Marauders, you're opening a chest and hoping and praying to get a 3-day speed up out of it or a couple of 24-hour speed ups out of it. You do potentially get more bigger speed ups, but you can also end up with individual credits. You can also end up with the resources. You can also end up with all sorts of weird things. When you hunt barbarians in KVK, especially barbarians that are, especially barbarians in seasons of light versus darkness, those barbarians are worth their weight in gold. For every one you kill, you get honor, which you can fight for top 20, and you need honor for rewards of KVK. Soluna coins, which will give you more honor and help your alliance and your kingdom and to win in KVK. You're also guaranteed speed ups, resources, tomes of knowledge, and potentially arrows and gems, right? So let's see really quickly if on the phone it works. Nope, it doesn't work on the phone either. I'm trying to I'm trying to do some fast tapping. I managed to get, yeah, it's completely bugged. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. Nice. Nice, dude. Good bug. 10 out of 10 on the bug. That's exactly what we needed right now. Let's get those pre-KVK stuffs out of the way. Nothing to get. Just spend AP. I prefer to hunt barbarians in KVK than to hunt marauders. It'll cost you 210 AP to get one potential reward, and that's if you don't double up on satchels, right? Because you can exchange patchments, then nowadays you don't waste, right, too much. Do you see marauders? Not yet. It usually takes a few moments after server reset. Within like 15 minutes of server reset, the barbarians start popping up and the marauders will start popping up too. we won't see them instantly, right? Like these are all leftovers from before server resets. And there is like times in which these NPCs, these neutral troops pop up. So it's not like as soon as server resets, even like Guardians don't pop instantly, right? Even Guardians have like a couple of moments until they pop. And so Barbarians definitely take their time. I'm fairly confident we won't see any Guardians yet, as you can see. So it takes a little bit past server reset for Marauders to start popping up and all that. And yeah, thankfully we wasted all of our AP hunting barbs 2 moments ago. Too soon they spawn. Yeah, they start spawning from the outside and they come inwards. So the first zones to see spawns are the outer zones. Usually you'll see people kind of start dispersing around the zones to try to get more Marauders. I don't like Marauders. I don't think they're any useful at all. I don't think they're useful at all. You'll end up with patchments that you don't need regardless. And every patchment that you don't need is essentially every patchment that you don't return, that you don't convert into a chest, is 30 AP out the window. It's 30 AP out the window. Again, when you kill Marauders, you're also going to get like stuff out of them, right? And then on top of that, you get the patchments. But the patchments are like, at some point, you're going to need a bajillion of one type. And you'll have all the others by the boatload. And you can only exchange one at a time. So you're going to have to sit there and hope and pray people exchange with you all the time. And keep an eye on it. It's a lot of a grind for very little rewards. I want to start a jumper account. What should I do? Bader, I recommend you to join our Discord, linked in the description down below. We have a jumpers room in there. You can hop into that room and you can find yourself a jumper group. Start talking to whoever posted the jumper group ad. Get to know what their plans are. Maybe join their Discord. Figure out who the team is, what they're doing, what their plan is, and all that good stuff. And so I still have one unused. That's what I would recommend. Ooh, we can do Sunset Canyon real quick. Which is the KVK Season 3? I checked the Copy Palace skin source too. So Season 3 is weird because Season 3 was the Divine Abode, but only small amounts of kingdoms, including Kingdom 59, got Divine Abode. Everybody else doubled up on Flight of the Huron. So Divine Abode is the Season 3 skin. I've been buying these here to convert them into individual points. It's actually really neat. We'll do Sunset Canyon really quickly, but oh, I can't show you the shop anymore. RIP. Guan or Herald? Which one do I like more? Guan. What I think about Fleisch's Herald Zenobia? Was it Herald Zenobia or was it Herald what was it? It was Herald Theodora, wasn't it? Theodora removes all the debuffs on own troops, so Herald will get 75% attack, no defense reduction. Yeah, that is a thing. Zenobia or Constantine in Garrison? Zenobia, but that's a question that's a little bit loaded, right? Because the difference in time between Zenobia and Constantine is massive. You will more than likely be able to expertise Constantine and Zenobia as if you get Constantine first and work on them and expertise them by the time that you get Zenobia, right? So early on, Constantine is the king. Charles Martel Constantine is really good. When Artemisia comes out, it becomes an Artemisia YSG, does a little bit of a better job. From there, it goes into a Charles Martel Theodora pairing, and then Zenobia Theodora I think is going to be really sick. What's your go-to city skin this KVK? So I'm going to spend all of my AP, which is about 410,000 AP, plus we're going to buy like 400 gems at least every single day worth of AP. So 51 days times 2,000, at least 3,000 that we buy. We're going to potentially get another like 150 AP. I'm going to blast AP. I'm really going to blast AP this KVK. I want you guys to see what happens when you spend all the KVK, how many bronze coins you can get from using your AP. All of your AP. Yeah, Rex. I know where you like to get your AP from. I definitely know where you like to get your AP from. Are you gonna Rex it all and spend gems? Rex it all means spend gems. Pulling a Rex when it comes to AP is essentially spending gems on AP. That's called pulling a Rex. So I'll definitely be pulling a mini Rex. I'm not gonna be pulling a Rex because I ain't about that life. I need to find a sugar mama for that kind of spendage. But I'm definitely going to be spending all of my AP. I want you guys to see how many bronze coins we're going to get. And that's how we'll get to know what you should be expecting and all that. I want to get Divine Abode from the bronzes. And if we win KVK, we'll try to get Tupkapi thingy, whatever the heck not. Although, if I have to choose between Legendary Equipment or Tupkapi, I might go for Legendary Equipment. You can get coins by spending AP in the new KVK. Soft 1, I would assume so. We'll find out. I need a sugar mama, don't we all, Jeff? City skins for life, though. Yup. Rex loves her city skins. Ooh, we got a new skin from the thingy. I want my skin back. This is such a nice skin. I am so happy I got this skin. It was such a pain in the butt, a lot of work. But this skin is so nice. It's so nice, chat. I'm actually pumped about it. On your newspaper, says somebody. Wait, what? I didn't buy newspaper. I usually don't buy the newspaper. It's just that. Why? You and you and you and you and you. Yeah. Well, since we're live on stream, and you guys love when I spend gems, I know you guys love when I spend gems, we can really quickly, before I leave, because we really got nothing else to do today, we're going to just make sure we do that. And we're going to make sure we also do, oh my goodness, that. And I don't think we're going to buy the cav again because, honestly, we have 48 cav pieces. We got a bunch of this. We have a set. We also have blueprints. We have one of these ready. We have one of these ready. Not one of these. We have one of these ready, and we are fairly close in terms of blueprints to get one more of these. We can probably get one done. We can get one more of these, which we already have. We already have that special talented, so really all we need in terms of cav gear, epic cav gear, is we need a helmet, a weapon, gloves, and shoes, right? So helmet, weapon, gloves, shoes. Helmet, weapon, gloves, shoes. If we go look really quickly, helmet, weapon, gloves, shoes. Helmet, we have one, and we can get 16, so we're almost at another one, right? We have a blueprint, I think. No, we don't. Okay, so we need a blueprint of the helmet. So maybe we do get those. Well, we have 48, right? 48 of this. We might get those just to ensure we get another helmet. Helmet we have. We need weapon. We're very far from weapon, so maybe we're 10 away from weapon. Oof. Another 5K out the window. Another 5K gems out the window on more of these. More of these and more of that because we want to get some infantry equipment going for our Guan Alexander future march. We're going to do Guan YSG, Alexander YSG for a little bit, and then Guan will go there too. But we have also these, which will give us a bunch of equipment, materials, chests of these kinds. Oof. We have a gloves, which is great, and if we don't get it done, well, we have the ability to almost get one more blueprint. When it comes to boots, we are, Cloud Racers are just so far, okay. Why does Gecko hate me? I don't hate you, Haiku. Why would I hate you? Today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Victor. I hope you have a good day. Before you leave, what's new in today's KVK? Nothing. Nothing. We can't see anything. It's pre-KVK. Nothing beyond that. Pre-KVK, the regular pre-KVK by the looks of it. We can't click on it because freaking Lilith. I'm sure we're going to get a small patch or like something of that sort coming up in the next a few hours or day or so, because they're not going to just, you know, leave us without being able to see the scoreboard. Makes no sense. I've yet to see Marauders pop, though, so maybe it's not 100% the good old pre-KVK. I don't know. Nothing's changed, though, by the looks of it. I'm going to look for Marauders a little bit, and then we'll buy infantry and equipment, infantry and cav equipment. Screw it. Oof, chat. All these gems, all these gems. Ugh. Well, this is the life. You want to be a mini whale, you gotta act like a mini whale, right? Although I'm not a mini whale. I'm not even a dolphin. I'm like a manatee at best. Nah, I don't see Marauders whatsoever. And they should be popping up any moment. I wonder if something had changed in the Barbarians. If we click on the Barbarian, nothing changed on them, right? That's weird. It would be highly hilarious if pre-KVK is all bugged. And it's not only that we can't click, it's just all bugged. That would be actually fairly hilarious. And kind of not surprising. Rip gems? Yeah, well, more like rip money that got the gems. And then the gems go into chests. I don't see Marauders at all. I'm just scrolling sideways to go get to the edge of the map. And I don't see a single Marauder. Here's the wall. I did not see a single Marauder yet. So, hello? That'd be high. I'm telling you, we might get a quick like patch / server down for maintenance. We apologize for the inconvenience. Here we go, 10 gems and a silver key. Kind of thing. That could be a thing. That could legit be a thing. I mean, by the looks of it, it's gonna be a thing. Oh, it's dead. Rip. Well, this is anticlimactic. Did you check the pre-KVK individual kingdom rewards buffs? Yeah. Who versus who in your KVK? I have no idea. This don't work. Everybody has 11.5 million points. If you look, keep your eyes in here. Look. I have a score. I'm in 298. I don't know how. I have no idea how. What did I do to gain coins? To gain a score? I have no idea. Reset again. We reset like 4 times. We can reset again. It looks bugged. It seems bugged. Is migration open in O2? No, especially now. Kingdom is locked due to KVK. And they're also Imperium at this point. When I came in, I didn't know they were doing like a mass migration. And I thought like they were just going to open the door for me to come in. And it turned out like they told me like a certain day, like, hey, today, 2 p.m., be ready. I was like, cool. I guess I'm coming in alone. And they're like, nah, there's like a huge group coming in. And there was. It's the same data for everybody. Yeah, it's bugged. It's absolutely bugged. It's a placeholder. It's a bug. It's not new things though, Savit. It's old things. That's the problem. It's old things. Yeah, I know, but it's been 20 minutes. I'm not on the newspaper, Haiku. I'm not gonna buy it. Please stop. Please. I'm not on the newspaper. There's no reason for me to be on the newspaper. I'm not gonna go buy it. I'm not gonna go buy it. Even for the 10 gems. It makes no sense. There's nothing in there. How about this, Haiku? I'm willing to make a bet with you. I go buy the newspaper. If my name is not there, you get banned from the channel. Would you take that bet? I'm kidding. I wouldn't ban you. But what's the point of buying the... Ooh. Well, that's new. I guess we're still getting them from here. I guess I should have probably been in 2FB playing Arc today. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. 2 teleports. We really need those. We really, really need those. There's an achievement of buying the newspaper 100 times. Fine. Fine. Guess what? No gecko on the newspaper. What? He's not wrong. I owe you an apology. What? How did this happen? He's not wrong, chat. Hey, good thing he didn't take the bet. I'm so confused. I am utterly confused as to how this happened. I am in it. What is this? He's not wrong. Hey. He's not wrong. What the heck is this? Who did I talk to? It was an imposter in Among Us. How did this happen? I'm about to get zeroed. You owe him a mug? I know, right? I know, right? How did you... Wait. I'm so confused. Haiku, the hero we needed. Hey, Haiku, I owe you an apology. You're actually right. I didn't say anything, but you're actually right. I was like, wait, why? But food gathering is definitely worth it. Hey, Haiku, you got it right. Easy zero. Easy zero. Easy zero. Option to max either Atel Takeda or Zenobia Theo, one of YSS or Wu. What do you think I should do? Do you want to be a garrison commander? Are you going to be a rally leader or a garrison commander? If you want to be a garrison commander, Cursed, Zenobia Theo would be nice. Because your Charles Martel will work really well for you. YSS is alright. Wu, hard skip. Zenobia Theo will work great. Theo, Charles Martel do amazing work. Charles Martel Theo. If you want to be a rally leader, if you want to do damage, if you want to be the attacking, the tip of the spear, you're going to want to tell Takeda, but with that comes also equipment on both of them. So my question is, are you wanting to be a leader, a rally leader, or a garrison captain? That's simply the question. I have an account that is a garrison captain and an account that is a rally leader. I think rally leading is a lot more enjoyable. It's less. It's more like it's more invigorating. It's more fun than sitting in a flag and waiting for the rally to come hit you. It's much nicer for you to go through the list to make sure that your alliance mates filled your rally correctly, and to watch to see the thing here start marching. And on this side, start marching is sick. You follow your rally along. You see it hit the target. At the point where you're hitting the target, you are the center of attention, in the sense of like everybody around you now is doing everything they can for your rally to be successful, refilling it, clearing the open field, and all that stuff. So it has a little bit more of it feels a little bit nicer. I don't know how to put it. Like when you're in a flag, it's very, very rare that, I mean, people keep refilling the flag and all that is good, but it's not necessarily as visible. And it doesn't feel the same. It's more adrenaline. I think so. I do like to be a garrison captain as well, but to an extent, being a rally leader it has perceived as more fun. But again, to each their own. So there's a pre-KVK to heroic anthem. Yes, there is. We cannot click on it, but there is. All right. Well, chat, listen. We've been streaming for like an hour and 20 some minutes. We can't click on anything to save our lives. And honestly, I am dying tired. I'm gonna head out of here. If you haven't dropped a like on the stream before you leave, though, make sure you do. We did go get back into streaming. After streaming 6 hours of Among Us today, we streamed another hour and a half Rise of Kingdoms. So you guys get that Rise of Kingdoms fix of yours as well. What are we casting tomorrow is a good question. I need to talk to Bulba. We might duo cast again. We might not. I don't know. But for now, stay tuned. I will post on Discord and I'll post on YouTube as well what we will be casting. I think we're going to cast 2 matches tomorrow. If not, well, today, if not 3. And yeah. Don't garrison captains need to refresh their armies all the time? You do, not necessarily all the time. It's a little more intricate to be a garrison captain because you need to refresh your troops, but at the same time you can't just leave. You have to have someone else to take your place. You go home, you come back, and now you gotta get in because people keep trying to refill the flag. So sometimes you'll get stuck outside for a little bit until you can get in. And then you can get captain back on you. Rally leading is less intricate. Rally leading is more like charge and just like charge, and that's it. As a garrison captain, you also got to keep an eye on your troops so you don't get kicked out of the building flag, whatever it is. You need to communicate with your R4s to make you a captain. You need to communicate to whoever is your secondary garrison captain to get changed so you can get in and get out and get back in. There's a little more intricacy into being a garrison captain. I like being a garrison captain, for the record. I really do. I do like being a garrison captain. But I feel like it's good to... I mean, most people prefer to be aggressive over defensive. And that's just the nature of it. Keep healthy. Drink your electrolytes. Yeah, I'm going to go to sleep. The electrolytes are just going to give me a stomachache at this point. Drink a couple of glasses of water before I go. Oh, we have a friend from ECS here. Chat, I appreciate you all very much. We're going to start a second channel very soon. We've already made it. The members know what it is, but the rest of you will hear about it very soon. We'll play other games on this channel, on that channel, games with the community. We'll play our Among Us games. We'll do our Pokemon stuff. Yes, I've been talking about Pokemon stuff, and I'm dying to open these. These are still sealed, because I want to make sure that you guys get to enjoy this with me through content. And so these are literally sitting next to me every day just telling me, open me already. But I want to do it with you guys on a stream, either a stream or on a video, make something fun out of it so you guys get to see my excitement for it too. We're picking up more Pokemon stuff, Chad. I used to be a Pokemon person, and then when I moved here, Pokemon was not a thing, and so I was kind of sad, and I dropped the whole hobby. But as time went on, I slowly picked it up again, and I mean, Pokemon is life. If you like fantasy, Pokemon's the way. Yep. All right, chat. I appreciate all of you who are here with us one more time, dropping likes on the stream and all that good stuff. We'll see you tomorrow in the casts. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend, afternoon time, whatever the heck it is that you're watching this video /stream/ whatever. And yeah. Why not play them all on the same channel? I don't want to clutter people's subscription box. And YouTube is very punishing, Savit, of multiple games in one channel. Unless you're someone who plays variety from the beginning, it's a very, very tough thing because the algorithm puts you in a certain category, in a certain game, in a certain, like, there is no person who is like, you search Pokemon, you search a mobile game, you search a PC game, and you'll find the same person as the top person of all three. The people who do variety on YouTube are people who come in with a big viewership, and it doesn't matter what they make videos of, people will watch because they watch them and not necessarily the game per se. YouTube is very, very punishing of diversifying your channel. I have played Among Us, and I'll still play Among Us here and there on this channel, but honestly, I'd like this channel not to take a hit on the Rise of Kingdoms algorithm because we're playing other games. You can literally see people who play other games, how the algorithm punishes them. It's like, okay, well, you're not a Rise of Kingdoms channel anymore. You're a X channel now, and people are searching Rise of Kingdoms, so we will first and foremost give priority to Rise of Kingdoms channels and then to you. YouTube is really, really weird when it comes to that kind of stuff. We're getting some food. That's why. That's really why. If it was up to me, I would do it all on the same channel and make this the my channel, right? And I really would like it to get there. I don't think it's see? Yes, please don't corrupt the chan. See? That's what I'm talking about, essentially. You must be in a box for YouTube. Yep. I'm going to 0 you next KVK. You're more than welcome to come and try, A-Dogs. You're more than welcome to come and try. As long as it makes your PP feel all happy and tingling inside. Good for you. Among Us is a good game. You enjoy it, and you did well. It's fun, too. Yeah, we did it, too. It's fun. I mean, you should watch today's VOD. It was awesome. The last match, I was imposter. We won. It was big head game, and it was awesome. But a few others were not that good. Chat, I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Have a good one.